Hi, welcome to my channel. If you're returning to learn about my diamond painting ventures, welcome, and if you're new to my channel, welcome. Hope you subscribe so that way you can come back and visit regularly. I mainly share about cross stitch, but I venture into different crafts such as diamond painting. So if you'd like to join in with me on some of those videos, I would enjoy your company. So I thought I would just kind of start with how I got started with diamond painting. I have seen in the past different ones share about diamond painting, and I really wasn't that interested in it because anytime I would look into it for myself, I really wasn't that intrigued. I didn't see anything in the images that grasped my interest. And one time I happened to be in a big box store, and I had purchased a diamond painting kit for my middle daughter because what was going on at the time, I thought she might like to have a little bit of a stress reliever and have something to work on. And she did. She started it, and the day that she was working on it, she was really enjoying it, but I don't think she's worked on it since. She has other interests, which is fine. You don't know until you try, and actually she's expressed that she might try something else. It's just the one that I happened to pick out for her wasn't really her style, so, and that's perfectly fine. But so anyway, she let me try it, and I said, oh, this is actually enjoyable. And so I never really thought any more about it. Well, then one of my close friends, she started diamond painting, and she lives a few states over, so I don't get to see her that much, but she started messaging me during this past summer, and she's like, guess what I'm doing? And so she told me about it, and at first when she said what she was doing, I just kind of brushed it off because I'm a die-hard cross-stitcher. I absolutely love cross-stitch, and that's my ultimate favorite thing to do. And so eventually I said, okay, and I started kind of browsing through Amazon. And I looked through Amazon, and there's some very pretty images that I thought, oh, well, they're finally starting to incorporate some of the images that I like, more my style. I tend to like more country primitive type things, farmhouse, I guess you could say. And I saw a few things on Amazon, and the kits were very inexpensive, so I thought, well, what, I'll go ahead and give it a try. So I ordered one on Amazon, and she went ahead and ordered the same exact one, and we said, we'll do it together. And we started doing it together, and I probably got maybe halfway into the project, and I got to looking at the little image on the canvas, and then looking at what it's supposed to, or how it was turning out on the canvas, and I'm like, there's supposed to be a bird there. So I gave her a call, and I said, look at your pattern, look at your canvas. This doesn't seem like it's turning out like what is advertised as the image. So she got to looking at it, and she's like, you're right. You couldn't even make out that there was a bird in the sky where the bird was at, and there was supposed to be a cat on a fence, and you couldn't see that. So anyway, I was very disappointed. I'm like, I worked so hard on this project, and I'm basically gonna have to throw it away. I just couldn't stand to look at it. So she started telling me, she said, well, my daughter bought a Diamond Art Club canvas from Hobby Lobby, and she says, I noticed that the quality is just so much better. So she said, the next one I buy, I'm gonna get a Diamond Art Club canvas. So when I would walk into the store at Hobby Lobby, their boxes that they have hanging up there, none of them, well, I have the box somewhere, I don't know, it's stuck over there. I wasn't interested in the image according to what's on the box. So I thought, I'm gonna look it up just out of curiosity on Google it and see what the image actually looks like. So I looked at it, and I looked up some stock photos of it and different photos that people had shared that they had done of the image. And the one that I'm referring to is called Crystal Lake Cabin. And so I was like, oh, that's actually really pretty. So I went ahead and bought it, and I kitted it up. The one that I purchased on Amazon, I had also purchased this on Amazon. I messaged the seller, I'm sorry. I messaged the seller, and he gave me half of my money back from that canvas. And it'd been nice if it had been the whole thing, since I have to throw it away. But so I had also gotten this as a starter, since I was starting off and I didn't have a whole lot of storage. I ordered this on Amazon. This holds 60 containers for your drills, and then it came with a whole bunch of different tubes, a brayer, and a little bag for your drill pens. Came with some waxes and stuff, so that was great. That was a happy purchase from Amazon. And so I was able to house that particular pattern. Took 35. Took 35. It had 35 colors. And then I had also purchased, before I realized that first canvas was junk, I turned around and I had ordered another one on Amazon. That was because we were just at the tail end of summer and I was starting to think fall. So I ordered a pumpkin, a really pretty pumpkin pattern, and she did too. She ordered the same one. She ended up finishing it pretty quick, and she said it turned out fine. So I'm going to keep that one. I haven't done it yet, but so I put all of the drills for that canvas on the rest. So both of those kits fit perfectly in this one set. And all of these in here are rounds. So, so after that adventure with the first one and the image that I had ordered, that I was very dissatisfied with it, I started doing a little bit more research, and she had mentioned Diamond Art Club, and I bought that Crystal Lake Cabin. So then I was eager. I went ahead and I started, I ordered this. I had some Amazon credit for this storage system from Art Bin. I believe that's a brand. Lost my clip there. Anyway, there's 4 drawers, and each drawer holds, I think the whole 4 drawer set holds over 100, or maybe more than that. I'm sorry, I should have known ahead of time how many in total this houses. But anyway, when I started packaging up my drills for the Crystal Lake Cabin, I went ahead and ordered some colored labels on Etsy. And my thinking is that as I would get the certain colors, I bought these stickers that come, they're actually DMC colors as well. And I would put them on the bottles. That way, if I had another pattern that used that same color, I would just use the colors, the repeat of the same color. Instead of opening each bag from every kit, if it's the same color, I just continue to use this one. However, I just completed a Diamond Art Club. It's called Wine Bike Basket. And when I opened that kit and I pulled out a color, I don't think, oh yeah, I do. I have one here. The color was $7.75, and when I pulled it out, let's see, numerical order. I put these in numerical order. So when I pulled this color out and I looked at it, the shades were, I don't know if you can see in this light, the shades were totally off. Like this one had more of a green tint to it, and this was definitely more blue. So I kind of stressed myself out over it. I thought, oh no, so much for my big ideas of just staying according to just keeping one vial. These are all squares. Keeping one vial per DMC number lot. What if I get a kit that comes with and the color's just totally off? So what I did was calm down. And when I thought it through, I thought, okay, I'm still gonna stick to this system. But for the wine bike basket that I just completed, and I will share a video or a photo of it. I don't have it here because I already gave it to my daughter. I decided to use the 775 that came in that kit, and I just used them out of this bag, and I just used one of my little clippies, and it came with a couple of these because what this color was used for was the sky. And if it had been something that was just a random color, just lightly speckled through the project, I wouldn't have worried about it, that the color was a little bit off. But I was afraid, since it was such a main color at the top of the canvas, that it was going to make a big difference on how it was going to look in the end and come out. So that's why I kept these separate, and I worked strictly out of this bag because it was more concentrated, a lot of that color. So I just specifically worked out of these bags versus out of the bottle. But let me go ahead and share those photos here. I gave it to my daughter already, or I would show you how it turned out. But it turned out really good. So, in my journey of working on that project, I've got a lot of autoimmune issues, and one of the things that I deal with is I also have a lot of arthritis, and I have bulging discs and herniated discs in my neck, and I have problems with my shoulders. So I knew that I wouldn't be able to work on a flat surface and be able to look down all the time and be able to work on a project. So that led me to this. This is a lap stand that you can raise the height to it. And if you really want to know the name of it, I can try to find it for you. I did notice that they are higher, more expensive, so I don't know. I guess maybe it depends on when you order them. But when I got it, it really wasn't that expensive. But it's made so that way it has this little attachment. It comes off and on. You can either move it over here or there. There's an attachment where you can slide it in up here to hold your tablet, and this is intended for you to hold your cell phone on it, or you can pop this out and just use that. So I ordered some of those these little sticky pads. They help grip, and I put that on there, and it holds my light pad that I also had gotten on Amazon, which was a really good price. I had gift cards for Amazon, so that's pretty much what I use them for. And this light pad that I ordered on Amazon is an A3, I believe, and it's cordless or wireless. I can plug it in. I have the choice where I can either plug it in and use it, but if I don't have a place to plug it in, it will work for several hours without any power. So that makes it really nice. these magnet bars, I actually took this idea from Stitcherista. So mainly I use this in bed. When we sit in the bed at night and we watch a little bit of TV, and I kind of work on this at nighttime. I was having a hard time trying to keep my diamond painting stable, and depending on the canvas size, I could use certain things. I think I moved them. I have like little clamps that I could keep it in place and it would stay. But then other projects, I was having a hard time trying to keep it in its place. So with her suggestion, I had gotten some of these magnetic bars on Amazon, and also some magnets. And these little push pin magnets are by Mr. Pen. You can get them on Amazon, and you put those on there and it keeps holds your canvas in place. So thank you, Stitcherista, for that suggestion. And so let me get this out of the way. So this is my I highly suggest this little lap desk if you're gonna work in a position where you're in a chair, or if you're gonna stitch in bed. It helps you to it prevents you from bending your neck and putting a lot of strain on your neck. So hold on just a minute, I'm gonna move this out of the way. Okay, so I have that out of the way. I am sitting at my I guess I call it an art desk. Some people call it a drafting table. This will lift up and become an easel. So I don't have to sit here again with my head looking straight down. This will come straight up or come down. So, and if you've watched any of my other videos, I just filmed a video from here yesterday, and I had it at a more flat position because I was showing some of my cross stitch stuff. So you do have the option of different levels for different purposes. I did get this table on Amazon as well. So this is the Crystal Lake cabin that I was telling you I got from Hobby Lobby. It is huge, and this was my first start. I started in this corner, and I have seen this finished into a very nice rustic frame that you can get at Hobby Lobby. So I'm eager to get that finished. This is these are all square drills. Is that right? I haven't worked on this one in a while, so it's hard for me to remember. Yeah, this is square drill. This one has 48 colors, and there are some 2 ABs to this. So the AB drills are called Aurora Borealis because they have an extra shimmery shine to them. And I don't know if you can make it out. It's just, they're really pretty. I mean, you almost have to see it in person, because when you see them in photos and stuff, it just doesn't pick it up as well as when you actually see it done and working on it. So I had to put that one on back burner for now because well, I'll show you my other one. The other one that I'm working on, I put that one on back burner for right now because I'm working on gifts for my daughters and my in-laws and my parents. So it's kind of it's the thing that's nice about diamond art, diamond painting, is that they're a lot faster to work up than cross stitch. So some people are now taking Haid images that they would purchase normally for cross stitching, and now they're being used as well in diamond painting. And that's the thing a lot of people like, is that you can work up a project a whole lot faster than if you were to cross stitch it. And if you're making them for gifts, it saves a lot of time. So it really depends on what the image is too, because certain images I think just looks better as a diamond painting. Other things I definitely prefer cross stitch. So it just depends on what your taste and what you're leaning towards wanting to make. I'm kind of talking fast and trying to cover as much and not leave anything out. So if you have any questions, ask down below in the comments and I will be glad to answer them. So actually, before I even started on that, before I bought the cabin, I had purchased this on Joann's website. I had some credit from Joann's, plus I got a coupon. So this was I paid like $17, and this is not an inexpensive pattern. So I was really tickled pink to get it for that price. But what appealed to me, the reason why I was drawn to this one, is I wanted to try one that had the different size drills to them. Something a little bit different and unique. And I do really like peacocks. But this is what you consider a partial canvas. So all of this background, you're not going to work it as the part of the drilled canvas. Where the cabin, the Crystal Lake cabin, that whole entire canvas is full drills. The whole thing is going to be covered with drills. So this is what you consider a partial. But this is going to be gorgeous when it's done. As you can see, I have gotten maybe approximately halfway done. I don't know if you can tell. And let me get a little bit closer. Whoop. Sorry, I was dropping things. So with that light in the background, you may be able to see some of that shimmer. So I'm looking forward to getting this one done. I think the colors of the peacock is what I was really hoping that was going to pop and stand out and be a little different and unique. Because I always wanted to cross stitch a peacock and I haven't done it yet. So when I was looking for something with the diamond painting, I automatically thought, oh, I should look and see what they have for a peacock, because the shimmer of that would be really pretty. So if you noticed on that peacock, I have what is called resist papers. So every canvas comes with a clear plastic overlay like this. It's just, it peels up like that, just sheer the whole sheet. And I'll explain to you what all these crisscrossy washi tape is about. But so it comes with just that solid piece of plastic, and some people will just use like what I think of as a needle minder. In the diamond paint world, they're called cover minders. So it's a cover minder or a needle minder, however you look at it. But some people will use those. They'll peel back the plastic cover, and then they'll use this. They'll put the black, getting tongue-tied here. They'll put the back of the cover minder on the back side of the canvas, and then they put the top piece over the plastic, and it'll hold the plastic back for you so it doesn't get in your way while you're trying to diamond paint. However, there are other options. Some people like to peel the whole plastic off, and then they lay these pieces of paper down. That's called a resist paper. There's different companies that make resist papers. I had bought these from someone that sells them on Etsy. Her store is called Crashly, and I had ordered the butterflies and flowers. So what's nice about these are reusable. And I'm sorry, I'm getting a call coming through at the same time. these are reusable. And the reason why I have these out is I have the ones that are in this package I haven't used yet. The ones that I leave out I've already used, and I'm reusing them. So it's just my silly way of knowing what I have that's brand new and what I've used. So I keep that in my cart. This is my little rolling cart that I use to keep my tools and stuff. So on that Peacock, I started using those resist papers on that. Then in my, you're always learning something new in your journey of stitching or whatever project, whatever hobby you're into at the time. I'm always into a bunch. I started learning about how people would grid their plastic covers with washi tape, and then as you're working on your corners, you can peel it back, remove that corner, and then you'll have your work areas. I will show you here. I'll put this underneath here. This is the one that my middle daughter had picked out. So I'm going to work on projects. I just finished my oldest daughter's project, and that you should probably have seen that image already. And this is the one that my middle daughter had picked out. This is Alice in Wonderland picture. It's called White House Rabbit. And you can see I have the whole top row section of that done, and that's why I have it gridded. And I started working in this box right here, and that's why this isn't wanting to stick so well, is because as you put drills down, there's nothing to, you're covering over the sticky, and so it's not going to want to stay down better. So I'm getting ready to just go ahead and remove this plastic, since I'm getting more color covered in that box. I think I'm trying to hurry, and I'm getting tongue-tied with my words. I'm sorry. But isn't that pretty, that shimmer? You can really see it in that top first row there. So this was her choice, and I'll be working on this one next. Continue on with it, because I started on this one, and then I went to the work on the wine basket next because it's smaller. So I thought I'll just work on them according to birth order. So then my youngest daughter, she picked out, I don't have the box to show you, but this is the one that she picked out. She likes Scooby-Doo. So I'm going to do that one for her. And this one I had picked out for my in-laws because they really like, my mother-in-law really likes flowers, to decorate with flowers in the home. I'll show you how this cover minder works. So you take the back off. And it just holds that plastic back. So these small ones, I decided I'm going to save these smaller ones to work on my lap stand, because the big ones are kind of hard to handle when I'm in bed trying to work on it. But that's what I have so far of that one, of that vase. And there's that cover minder. And perhaps you've noticed my light pad. I did show it on my cross stitch video yesterday. This is my light pad. I ordered this on Amazon as well. This is actually from Diamond Art Club, and it's the A3 size. So the other one's probably A4, the smaller one. And I really like this. This, however, you have to make sure that you do have a place to put it where you can leave it plugged in at all times. You do have this connector type of a thing, so you can unplug it. You don't have to leave it plugged in at all times, but when you're going to use it, plug it in. And it's very thin. I like the profile of it. It's very slim. And this, I haven't been bumping that. That's the thing that a lot of people are fearful of with the top button top power buttons is that you're going to turn it on and off, and that has not been an issue for me so far with this. So I'm really pleased, and you have different levels of brightness. So that's a good option that I really like. The other thing that I was going to share with you, in my toolbox here, I did experiment with different things. So with your pens, you get the freebie ones, and they always come with these little grippers. I had purchased this little hand gripper to keep my hands from getting cramped up, and it didn't want to stay in place. It wanted to slide down. So I experimented, and in order to keep it in place, I was trying to see if I had another one that was just plain. No, I think I put them all in my pencil holder over there, but they look like straws, basically. The freebie ones that you get in a kit. Oh, actually, there's probably one in here. Yeah. I don't know if you can see in the bottom of that package, it's kind of a clear color. But they basically look like a straw. And this was a freebie, or this was the free toolkit you get with the Diamond Dots one. But all of the kits always come with the toolkit. So anyway, I put a squish grip thing on each end of this, and it stays, and it works perfectly. So that's my little hack thing. And this is probably my favorite one to drill with. I've been having a learning curve with trying to figure out what's the best wax to use. And some of the cheaper kits want to come with the light pink wax, and that is a no-go for me. Does not work good for me at all. Some people say they do just fine, but I never have. My favorite so far is the Randa's Crafty Corner unscented scented putty. That's kind of funny. Unscented scented putty. But I'm very sensitive to fragrance, so I ordered it unscented. But this is it comes in a little like a 1-inch wax piece, or not wax, putty piece, and you just dip your pen into it and pick up some of the putty. This one is so far my favorite out of everything that I've tried. So the same person sells it in this container. This one is a wax instead of a putty. I do not like this because I'm very heavy-handed when I do my diamond paintings, and so I push down too hard and it wants to grab the drill or leave putty on the canvas, and it's not a good option for me. Other people, it probably works great. So I have tried there's other putties, but I'm trying not to go too long into this video. I'm getting trying to talk too fast. So far, the best thing for me for AB drills has been this little number. It doesn't have to be this pen, it can be any pen, but I leave it empty, is what I'm trying to say. This one stays empty. And the method to my madness with AB drills, because I can't get them, either if I can't pick them up because they have a different coating top to them, then the putty or whatever I use tends to be too strong, and then it won't release the drill. So this has been the best thing for me. This one's called it's called a Pretty Placer, and you can find these on Etsy, Pretty Placers. And so I just barely tap. You have to be careful for the end, because if you use too much pressure on it, you'll cause this this tip to get distorted, and it gets smashed and kind of spread out. So I just barely touch the top of the AB drill and place it on the canvas where I want them, and then I take this empty tip, whichever tip you want to use, and then I do the final push down with that. So that way, because I don't want to put any wax in here and re-grip it again, pull it out. So, and then I kind of firmly press it in. And so far, that's been my best thing to work so far. But I think I'm going to stop there because I don't want to cover too much in one video. And I know that there's probably a lot more that I haven't shared with you. But I don't know who is interested in me sharing this or not. So if you have any questions or if you want me to share anything else at all, let me know. And thanks so much for your time and for watching. Those of you that have stuck with me, like I said, please like and subscribe my videos so others can see my videos. They do take a lot of work to make, so it's nice if others can find them, and hopefully they'll enjoy them. And I enjoy watching so many different YouTube videos myself because I get a lot of inspiration and I learn a lot from them. And even if we have different tastes of the same type of a hobby, I still learn so much, and I still really enjoy them. So thanks for watching, and talk to you later. Bye.